Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in day 1 of the 5-star Rush Attack Raid Tournament with no blues. I am going to feature my 5 raid flags with commentary, and I am expecting to see a lot of Bernadette at tank. As you can see, I have her at tank. I've also got a mono red team with Ceres, Hathor, Bartholomew, and Isidore. I've only been attacked once so far, and unfortunately it was a loss, so we've got an E rating to start, but again, it's only one battle, and I am expecting to probably carry at least a B or an A rating on defense with Bernadette at tank, especially because there's no blues allowed. Today's featured hero is going to be Starlass. He is extremely useful against Bernadette in Rush War. He's slow mana speed, special skill never misses its targets, deals 550% damage to the target and nearby enemies, and then automatically does 962 damage to the hit enemy and consumes 75% mana from the hit enemy every time when their mana gets full for 3 turns. So he is very fun to use against Bernadette. This first battle, although, is going to be a Hathor tank team. It's the Sorcerer class version. They've also got Mother North, Sadil, Gander, and Von Rothbart. So because they've got Von Rothbart, I'm definitely going to want to bring in a Bard. So let's bring in Astrid, and then I'm going to want to bring a Dispeller because of Gander. So I'm going to bring in Bernadette for the Dispel, and then of course for the paintings, I've got Silverpaw for the Everlasting Greed, and then I've also got Revna in here as well to reflect any ailments and wither effects which Sadil has. Let's see how this first flag here goes. I'm going to start off with the 3 reds right up the middle up against Hathor. And then let's match the 3 yellows up top here horizontally. Yeah. Nice cascade with the yellow underneath. So I need to hold off on using Silverpaw since everybody's got ailment immunity right now. And there's no point in really using Astrid at this point right now. So now, let's try to do a little tile dumping if we can. I'm going to match the blues and purples up the middle here. Alright, too bad I don't have any purples. I'd really like to get another red tile before Sadil goes off. Let's hit this blue dragon. We got a couple reds, but not where I need them. Man. Alright, well, let's use Astrid right now, since some specials are about to go off, and I want that chance to get damage down to 1. I'm going to match the 3 yellows vertically. That could potentially give me a red cascade. I've got 2 options and no red cascade, but we can match our reds next turn. It's not going to reflect the wither, unfortunately, from Sadil. And Gander and Von Rothbart are also going to go off, but we'll get Bernadette activated at least. And just Revna got the damage to 1 there. And nobody that time. And Silverpaw is dead. Alright. Well, let's use Revna right now to heal. And then I'm going to use Bernadette right now to dispel and turn everybody into paintings. Cool. Alright, now I want to get Starlass activated. I'm going to hit the purple diamond, do some tile dumping. It's also going to move up 1 purple tile to on the left to get those blues matched, to get the greens matched. So if we can get another green, that'd be cool too. All right, that'll do. We got Starlass, and I've got Astrid to potentially revive Silverpaw, maybe? Awesome. Okay. Now, let's put the Everlasting Greed on not Von Rothbart or Gander. Who is this over here? Sadil. You know what? Let's put it on Von Rothbart. And then I'm going to use Starlass on the 3 on the left over here, since one of them already has full mana, another one's about to get full mana. Cool. Let's match the 4 greens up against Mother North. Let's match the 3 greens on the bottom here to give me Starlass back again. And let's use Starlass on the 3 on the right over here. This battle was not looking very good at the beginning, but now is. Let's match this blue diamond so I can do some tile dumping since I have a ton of blue tiles here. Hathor is dead. Von Rothbert's dead. Mother North's about to go off. That's not cool. Let's match the 3 reds so that I stay away from Sedil. Hopefully there's no weird cascade. And there's not. Okay, cool. Of course, Hathor got revived, but we're going to use Bernadette and turn everybody back into paintings and kill probably Hathor, Von Rothbert. Not quite, actually, because they had that minion. Alright, let's match the 4 yellows over here. Let's put the Everlasting Greed on Gander. Use Astrid. Match these greens over here. Let's match the 4 greens on the right top next to give me Starlass back. And this battle should be over shortly, I think. Especially with that Molten Core getting reflected. I want to put the effect on Mother North. That way she doesn't revive anybody. And we've got Starlass back again. And that is going to do it for the first battle. Alright, we are 1 for 1 to start. Next up, we are going up against a Heigl tank team. Alright, so he gives growth effects for allies for attack, and then increased mana generation, deals 850% damage to a single target, and the target receives 100% damage for all of the damage their allies receive for 5 turns. Alright, I am going to mix up the team a little bit here. Let's bring in, and they got one of those, or 2 of those veggies. So we've got fiends that we're going to have to deal with. So I think I may bring in some garrison guards, actually. Yeah, let's bring in Rosalind and Shimmer Scale. And maybe Colia? Where are you, Shimmer Scale? I know you aren't as strong, but that's okay. I want to not have that fiend if possible. And then the only other Mega Minion I have is Colia for garrison guards. So let's take out Revna and bring in Colia, I think. Just want to switch the troop over here so that Rosalind has the defensive troop. And I think we're going to go into battle with this. Yeah. All right. Lots of greens here. Very nice. Okay. I'm going to start off with the 3 greens vertically all the way on the right up against the yellow Mimic. And now let's match the 3 greens here on the left. Alright, so we've got Colia and Starlass already. Let's use Colia. Get that full Mega Minion. And then I'm going to wait 1 turn to use Starlass since it's only for 3 turns. I'm going to match the 3 reds on the left. Try to give everybody a little bit more mana, but there's no, like, cascading potential there. Alright, now let's use Starlass on the 3 on the left. And then let's do a little bit of tile dumping with these blues and yellow tiles. And the effect from Starlass did not work. There must have been some sort of cleansing factor, unfortunately. Alright, well, let's match these 3 reds so that I can get Bernadette and start doing some big damage, hopefully. Alright. My healer is almost dead. And everybody's a painting. Cool. Alright, now let's hit this yellow dragon. That's going to give me Rosalind. And Shimmer Scale. Let's use Rosalind first. Shimmer Scale on the 3 on the left. I really want to get rid of those veggies if we can. And then I am going to match the 3 blues vertically, hoping I get a red maybe on the bottom or a yellow somewhere there. Okay. I should be able to kill Heigl with these 3 yellow tiles. Awesome. Now, let's match these 3 blues. Give me a red somewhere. Okay, that'll work. Alright, actually, they're dead from the Mega Minions. Let's... Bernadette's going to be dead from the Mega Fiend. That's okay. Let's just let the Mega Minions kill the Mimic, actually. And we are 2 for 2 now. Next up, we are going to go up against a Spartoy tank team. Interesting. They've also got, who's that, Megiri over there. They've got Moonbell, they've got Egthau, and then Hreidmar. Interesting team here. I am gonna take out Rosalind and Shimmer Scale and Kolya. Let's bring back in Astrid. And then, do I want to bring in Silverpaw? Or... yeah, let's bring in Silverpaw, because of the minions that, Huzabajiga has. Moonbell. I don't think they really have a cleanser here. Uncleansable. No cleanse there. Moonbell does not cleanse. Spartoy does not cleanse. Egthau does cleanse. He has a 75% chance with that family bonus, so Silverpaw's not going to be as useful on a team like this. Okay, that's fine. Let's bring in a couple other reds then. Let's bring in Ceres, and let's bring in another healer. I'm going to bring in Hather. Actually, Hather's a little less useful in Rush War since everybody gets their specials in 6 tiles anyway. Let's bring in maybe Isidore or Bartholomew. Let's have some fun with Bard. All right. See how this third flag goes. All right. I'm going to start off with the 3 blues directly up the middle up against Spartoy. Nice cascade. Let's match the greens here, and then I can match some more greens next turn. Let's match these 3 greens and yellows here. I don't set off Spartoy again. Damn it. At least I've got Astrid to heal and maybe get rid of one of those fiends. And let's put Starlass's effect on the 3 on... no, I don't want to hit Egthau because it could cleanse. Let's use Starlass on the 3 on the left here. Let's match these 3 reds so that I can get Bernadette activated and my other reds. Cool. Alright, let's use Bernadette first. And then let's use Ceres. And then let's use Bartholomew on the 2 on the left here. And this battle's going to be over pretty quickly, I think. Let's ghost these 3 reds to get my red specials back. And this battle is over already. All right. 3 for 3 so far. Next up, we are going to finally go up against a Bernadette tank team. Okay, so I like to bring in multiple different colors of counters for Bernadette, especially because we cannot use blues this time around. So I am going to keep in Bernadette herself. And then let's bring in probably Sludges. And then maybe Medea for purple counter. Where are you, Medea? Here we are. And then I think I might bring in Vard. And then Sludges, where are you? Here you are. All right. I think I want to go into battle with this. I've got 4 different colors of counters, and then Vard for the Withering. And they've got 2 Beardettes, I just realized. Alright, that'll be interesting. Okay, let's go into battle with this. Alright, so I need 6 tiles of any color except blue. This is kind of an unfortunate board, I think. Let's start off with the 3 greens horizontally. So long as I can get a green on the bottom in that left or middle spot, I'll be okay. And we got one on the right, of course. Well, let's match the 3 purples all the way on the right. Same thing if I can get a green on the bottom right or middle. And of course we got one in the other spot again. Man. I don't know why I didn't see this earlier. There's 3 greens over here that I can match. No cascading. Perfect. Awesome. Now, let's hit the 3 on the right over here with Starlass. Let's match these 3 purples so that I can get Vard and Medea activated. Let's use Vard first. And then let's actually just hit the 3 over here on the right with, or do I want to hit Kalo? No, we should actually be able to get Beardedette before I use Kalo. Perfect. Now let's use Beardedette herself. Let's go these 3 green tiles so that I can get Starlass. And this battle's going to be over before we know it. Cool. Alright, we are 4 for 4 to start. And next up we have a Gwendolyn tank team. So this is that newer Insanity hero who is very slow mana speed, recovers 70% health for the caster and nearby allies, cleanses first for the caster and nearby allies. Caster and nearby allies receive a moderate amount of mana over 6 turns, inflicts 40 Insanity on nearby allies. The caster turns into that Yawgmoth's for 6 turns, which has 200% attack and 150% defense, and the Eternal Bond special skill, which deals 300% damage to all enemies and inflicts 20 Insanity on them. Revives a random defeated ally with 10% health. And of course, they've got 2 resist Insanity heroes next to the Yawgmoth. Okay. Alright. I am thinking about bringing some other resist Insanity heroes into this battle. Unfortunately, Starlass does not resist Insanity. Medea does. And Gwendolyn's a druid class, so Medea will work against Gwendolyn. Let's take out Vard, Sledges, and do I want to take out Beardedette? No, I don't think I do. Let's bring in couple resist Insanity heroes. I'm going to bring in Bramble, I think. Especially since he's a healer that resists Insanity. And then let me actually just sort by... Actually, you know what? I want to bring in Tamlin. Tamlin's a monster, especially in Rush War. Where are you, Tamlin? Here you are. Yeah. Let's go into battle with this. Alright. We can definitely get our 6 greens before Gwendolyn goes off. And actually, 6 reds. That's even better. Don't set off Gwendolyn. No, don't do it. Oh, that was close. Alright. Let's use Beardedette. And now, let's match these 3 greens on the bottom left before those get separated over there. I'm going to hold on to Bramble. I don't need him right now. I'm going to use Starlass and the 3 on the right here. Let's match these 4 greens over here on the right. Let's match the 5 purples, I think. Yeah. Didn't really want that purple diamond to go off, but it does give me Medea. Let's use Starlass on the 3 on the left over here and Medea. And let's use, I should have used Camlin first because of the extra damage to special skills, but this battle might be over right now. Anyway, not quite. Match these 3 greens over here, and the Starlass effect is going to kill off Astrid, and that battle went extremely quickly as well, and we ended up going 5 for 5 to start, and the defense still has only been attacked that one time, so currently top 1%, ranked 348 right now, so looking good so far, but Starlass is a lot of fun to use in Rush War. I am a big fan of any hero that can control mana, and with the extra damage when mana gets full, which obviously happens a lot quicker in Rush War, Starlass is a lot of fun to use, so I definitely tend to use him during Rush Attack raid tournaments and definitely in Rush War. Let me know how your 5-star Rush Attack raid tournament went so far, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button, make sure you're subbed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.